A noisy mind. Ajan was an ordinary boy from a small town. His life was simple, but his mind was always noisy. He wanted to become something big, an engineer, a programmer, maybe even a successful businessman one day. But every time he tried to sit and study, his focus broke easily. Sometimes it was his phone, sometimes it was his friends, and many times it was girls. It was not that girls were bad. They were kind, friendly, and normal people. But Ian noticed something strange about himself. Whenever he started thinking too much about impressing someone, replying quickly, or worrying about what others thought of him, his goals slowly moved away from his hands. He felt tired without doing hard work. His books stayed open, but his mind stayed elsewhere. One night, while looking at his unfinished homework, Ian asked himself a serious question. Why am I always distracted? That question changed everything. The silent realization. Ian started observing his daily routine. He noticed that hours passed quickly when he chatted, scrolled, or daydreamed. But when it came to studying, learning skills, or improving himself, suddenly time became heavy. He realized something important. Distraction does not come to destroy you. It comes to delay you. This thought hit him hard. Ian understood that life gives everyone the same 24 hours. Some people use them to grow, others use them to please others. That night, he made a small promise to himself not to hate anyone, not to run away from people, but to control his attention. He decided, for now, my future deserves more attention than my emotions. The decision to focus. The next morning, I am changed, nothing outside but everything inside. He did not delete anyone. He did not become rude. He did not insult or disrespect anyone. He simply reduced unnecessary communication. He stopped replying instantly. He stopped trying to impress. He stopped thinking, what will they think? Instead, he started asking, what will I becoming? What will my parents feel? What will my future self thank me for? This was not easy. Many times, his mind tried to pull him back, but Ian remembered, discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. Pain of control. Ignoring distractions is painful at first. Ian felt lonely sometimes. He felt bored. He felt uncomfortable sitting alone with his thoughts. But he understood something deep. Comfort makes weak people. Discomfort makes strong ones. When he felt bored, he studied. When he felt lonely, he practiced skills. Or when he felt distracted, he exercised. Slowly, the pain changed into power. His confidence grew not because someone liked him, but because he liked who he was becoming. The growth phase. Weeks passed. Ian's marks improved. His thinking became sharper. His body became stronger. His sleep became better. People started noticing. Some asked, why are you so quiet these days? Some said, you've changed. Ian smiled silently. He had changed. Not because he ignored people, but because he respected his purpose. He learned that attention is energy. Where attention goes, life flows. And he decided to invest that energy in himself. Understanding, not hating. One important lesson Ian learned was this: ignoring distractions does not mean disrespecting people. Girls were not the problem. Emotions were not the problem. The problem was lack of control. He understood that relationships are beautiful but only when built at the right time, with the right maturity. He said to himself, first build yourself, everything else will come naturally. This thought gave him peace. The test. One day, Ian faced a big test, not in school, but in life. A situation came where he had to choose between short-term emotional pleasure, long-term personal growth. His heart and mind fought. But this time, Ian was prepared. He chose discipline. Not because it was easy, but because it was necessary. That night, he slept peacefully, knowing he did not betray his future. The new identity. Months later, Ian was no longer the same boy. He walked with calm confidence. He spoke less but thought more. He didn't chase attention. Attention came to him. People respected him. Not because he ignored girls, but because he respected himself. He learned a powerful truth. When you focus on growth, distractions lose power. Message to the reader: this story is not about ignoring girls. It is about ignoring distractions. It is about choosing purpose over pleasure, choosing discipline over desire, choosing future over temporary feelings. Girls, friends, everything has a place, but timing is everything. Build yourself first. Control your mind. Protect your focus. The quiet winner Ian never became famous overnight. He never showed off. But years later, he became successful, stable, and strong. And the best part, he was proud of himself because he learned early what many learn late. Focus is power, self-control is freedom, and discipline is the real attraction.